Feedback.
Hello and welcome to Virtual Palooza. I hope you are enjoying your event. And I want to welcome you to this V-Snack. And specifically, I want to talk to you today about something that hits all of our industries, and that is recruiting and hiring of the right types of people. Now, a lot of things have changed in the past 6 months, as you know, and it's changed not only the way we interact personally and casually, but it's changed the way that we work. Let's think for a second what has happened in this short amount of time. I mean, just 6 months ago, we had a very low unemployment rate, and there was so many jobs that needed to be filled, and we didn't have enough employees to fill that. So the candidates were really in charge during that time. And just in several months, we have shifted completely opposite. We went from a 3% unemployment rate back then to a plus 10% unemployment rate. So now you have candidates, great candidates out there in the job market looking for new homes. Now, no matter what industry you're in, we all rely on other people to get our jobs done. And great companies look for the right people, but also great people look for the right companies. And it goes both ways. And pre the pandemic, your office space may have looked just like this, and that has changed. And now it may look more like this, where we might be at home, or maybe even like this. But what has been obvious, even before the pandemic, is that we live in a captured society now. The use of video not only affects us and has been utilized casually, it's now impacting and being utilized so much in our business world and lives. So if we couple the fact that we have this trending desire to utilize technology and video as a means for communication and this changing employment landscape, it only makes sense that we've got to be able to utilize both of these to help us not only find the right employees, the right team members, but also as candidates to be able to find the right team. Now, I would argue that each one of us will either be in a position where we need to hire the right person, or we'll be that person who wants to be hired onto the right team. Probably both, since the average job tenure lasts only about 3 years these days. Ideally, no matter what the job environment and employment environment that exists out there, us individually, each one of us wants to be recognized for who we are, what we bring to the table, and we want to be in the right fit, the right team, and the right culture. So what does that look like? Well, let's talk about what traditionally it looks like. If someone wants to hire somebody, if you have a job to fill, well, we pretty much post those on maybe job boards. We go through potentially countless thousands of resumes, and we might utilize some technology to help weed out or parse some of those resumes based upon skill. Imagine you posted an open position as an employer, and you get thousands of candidates that may match your criteria. How do you go about finding that right person? I mean, you virtually are looking at these thousands of people, and you know there's the right person in there somewhere. And then you take the candidate perspective. They've posted their resume out there, and they're just hoping an employer takes the time to find out about them, because out there is that right fit. So from both sides, it's almost impossible to find that needle in a haystack fit. But the right fit comes down to the connection of the human being, which is why we always have to interview people. But interviewing individually is very inefficient. But there is hope. There is a lot of technology and tools out there that are available to you and I to help us get to this connection a lot faster and quicker, so that we can find the right team, or we can find the right teammates for our company. So what could it look like? Imagine a tool that gave you the ability to highlight your personal attributes and your skills, make them come off the paper, if you will, on your resume. And if you were an employer, the same thing as a hiring manager. And then after capturing that, being scored based upon the criteria that you put forth into this application. The things that may be important to you about a candidate, or the things that maybe were important to you as a hiring manager that you are looking for in a candidate. Then be able to search those candidates, be able to search those employers if you were a candidate, and be able to quickly choose whether or not you wanted to move forward in an interview process, or to maybe reach out to that hiring manager very quickly and easily. And then once you did identify and narrow down whether it was a candidate you were looking for or a place of employment, the ability to learn a little bit more in your own time and on demand. Learn about the hiring manager if you're a candidate. Learn about their corporate culture or their office culture, what they believe in, and do you fit in there? Do you think you'd like to go to that place of employment or support that company's mission on a day-to-day basis? And vice versa, if you were the hiring manager, is this the candidate that can get behind your mission? And knowing a lot of this stuff by utilizing technology that's at the palm of your hands before you even set up and take that time to connect with this person. Ultimately, we're looking for the right match, both candidate and employer. And technology a lot of times takes away from the relationship. There are tools out there that actually help us build relationship better with the right people utilizing technology, and that's available to you. At the end of the day, great talent and great companies come together, and they're a great fit. And I want to encourage you to utilize the tools available and embrace this time of virtual workplace and virtual interviewing to help you find the right people, and utilize technology to help you find that right fit. Now, my name is Dan Rio. I'm the co-founder of ResSnap, and we are on a mission to create an advanced technology platform for on-demand personal interactions. And we're specifically targeting the recruiting industry right now. And right now we're embarking on this journey in our first phase of our platform. And we're looking to select one partner company to help us build out this technology in your industry. If you have any interest in finding out more about ResSnap, feel free to go to our website, resnap.com, or email us directly at info@resnap.com. I look forward to talking with you. Enjoy the rest of Virtual Palooza.